Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Lipstick Lip, and I'm coming to you with another installment of my life, love, and makeup episodes where I just sit down and I talk about things that might be on my mind, things that might be moving me at the moment, whatever inspires me. And I just sit down and do my makeup at the same time. If you guys have any questions about the makeup that I'm using in the video or techniques or anything that you probably didn't see, just shoot me a comment and I'll reply. As for my base, I use Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the color 360. If you guys ever wonder what I powder with, I use these two combinations all the time. Sacha Buttercup and Soft Focus by Black Radiance. Best combo ever in my opinion. I would never change. That's why I really don't record my base too much, because I do the same thing over and over. For my highlight underneath my eyes here and on my forehead, I use Tarte Shape Tape in the color Deep. And for my brows, I use Dip Brow in the color Granite. And that is the darkest color. I like my brows kind of dark. Yeah, and that's it. As for my eyeshadow, you guys are going to see what I do while I talk about the topic of the day. So as for the topic of the day, I basically wanted to write down a few tips or reasons why you might feel like you're always attracting like bad, screwed up, messed up guys. You ever ask yourself that question? Because I know I have. Why am I always with a screwed up guy? Why am I always with a bad guy? So I'm just gonna give you like reasons why, things that I evaluated, things that I probably figured out about myself, or things that I just know for a fact and we all should know and we don't really pay attention to. So I'm just gonna go down on that list and show you and tell you guys what's going on here, so we can just be open and woke, like really woke. So I already have my eyeshadow base on, but you can see the creases that develop because I was like blinking. So I'm just going to tap that out just so it can be nice and smooth. Then I'm just going to add a little bit of powder that's already on my brush from me using it earlier and just put it on the concealer just to set it. Why do we always end up with trash men? That is definitely the question of the century. So first thing I have on my list is why we always attracting like screwed up men is plain and simple. We don't have any standards. When you don't have any standards or no like grounds for like who you will and won't date, you end up with some screwed up dudes, like really messed up. You gotta have standards. And I don't know, maybe when we were younger, it was just like all new to us and we just like, ooh, boys, you know what I mean? Like when I say younger, I mean like in our teens, like 19 and below. some of us in our 20s too, because we ain't know no better. But like if you don't have any standards, any grounds for what type of man you want or what type of man you would accept in your life, you're bound to meet messed up. Half of our standards come from dating already and dating guys and seeing what you want and what you don't want, or bad experiences. So you'll get better with it with time as you get older and like deciphering and choosing what type of man you want in your life. But in the beginning, child, we was anything, just anything. Drug dealers, like what was really wrong? Like, I'm not saying I dated a drug dealer, but I don't know why we thought they were like the best, like the corner guy, the guys that stand on the corner and just be outside all day. When we were younger, we just thought they were just like everything. But now we older, it's just like, if you still like those type of guys, it's just like, grow up. So yeah, get some standards. I suggest you list some standards of guys that you, of the type of guy you want, like the model guy. Nobody's perfect, but just list the standard just so you have that ground of like what you like. My second reason I have on my list is basically that you like any guy that likes you. Like, it's not really in us to be like the aggressor. So if a guy, is attracted to us and try to talk to us, like we give him that time of day because we don't go out looking, they do. But like if you just like anybody and just attach to anybody that likes you, then you gotta get it right. Just because a guy shows interest doesn't necessarily mean that you have to give him that time of day. It doesn't mean he's gonna be right for you. It doesn't mean just because he likes you. Scratch that. A lot of guys gonna like you. It's your girl. Like, it's guys out there that gonna like you, but you have to be picky. You can't just like anybody that decides they want to like you. A lot of people are going to like you or like the way you look, but just be picky about who you choose. My third reason I have on my list is that you are truly not happy being single. It's a lot of females out there that's just really unhappy if they're not in a relationship. Like, they must be in a relationship, or like their worth is nothing. I don't know. It's good to have a companion and somebody that, that's yours and it's faithful and loyal and always there by your side. Like, that's fun, that's good and all. But some people will accept any type of relationship just as long as they're in one that validates them and make them feel like they are worth more. Like, if they're not in a relationship, it's like, what is your point of existence? Almost. That's how some women feel, and you should not feel that way. You should always find happiness within yourself. Find a way to be happy being single, and almost like telling yourself, like, if I never get into a relationship, I'll die happy. Like, you know what I mean? But some people just can't find it in them to be that happy without being in a relationship. So if you get into a relationship and you think that dude is going to make you happy, you trust me, you're going to be disappointed. And it's not just men that disappoint. Everybody, the human race disappoints, always going to disappoint. And the only person who's not going to disappoint you is yourself, because only you know how to treat yourself. Only you know how you want to be treated. So just find that happiness within yourself and keep it. So as for number 4 I have on my list is that basically you look for validation in men or other people. It doesn't necessarily have to be men. It could be just anybody. You just look for validation outside yourself when you need to have it within yourself. Just like finding happiness within yourself. Like, just because a dude calls you ugly does not necessarily mean you ugly. All it means is that he thinks you ugly. But who cares what somebody thinks? Like, as long as you feel like, long as you know that you're pretty. Like, now if you're deep down in your heart, if you feel like you're ugly, like, then I don't know, that's a different level of stuff that I'm not on. But to me, in my opinion, ugliness is within. Appearance is just appearance, because that only gets you so far in life. When we were younger, like 19, it was like all about appearance. Nobody really cared about like how a personality was. We just was out here dating, like, oh, he cute and he's gonna look good on your arm or with you, you know what I mean? And he likes you, like, you get that validation. But you don't need a man to tell you if you're attractive or not. You don't need a man to tell you if you're worth anything, or if he is not paying you any attention, that means you're not doing anything right. You keep your self-worth and know whatever you're doing is the right thing to do. As long as you're a good person, as long as you're honest, as long as you're keeping up with your morals and your ethics, typically you are on the right track. And if you have a contradicting person by your side, man, female, whoever it may be, that is making you feel, or, you know, even telling you that you're probably not worth what it is, then you got to remove that person from your life. If one person might like your hair, the next person might not. Some people might like it up, down. But if you keep on following validations from everybody and what they like and what they don't like, it's enough to drive you crazy, because you can't keep up with everything. It's no one person. The world is not going to think you're one thing. Everybody has an opinion about you. Like I say it all the time, like, there's somebody out there that think I'm ugly or think I'm just the worst or whatever, you know what I mean? And I honestly don't care. Like, I know what type of person I am. I know how I look, and I'm fine with the way I look because I was born this way. Find your validation within yourself. Don't put that in somebody else's hand, because when you do, you're gonna be depressed all the time. Like, especially if the validation is based on how the person is treating you, because this person probably treats everybody like crap, and you came along and now you feel like, oh, he's only treating me like crap because I'm not worth anything. And that's not the case. So I'm gonna put my lashes and my lipstick on, and I'll be right back to you with my last point. So the last thing I have on my list, and I just want to say that a lot of my lists do kind of like tie into each other, because it's all like self-worth and it all like means the same. But the last one I have on my list is a lot of people who feel like ugly inside or feel bad inside and feel like they just don't deserve certain things for whatever reason, tend to attract guys that's going to treat them like crap, you know what I mean? Because that's what they feel like they only deserve. And we got to break ourselves out of that habit. I hate to sound like super scientific. Is that a word? I hate to sound super scientific, but we got to break ourselves out of that habit. We got to have self-worth. We got to have self-love. Self-love is the best love. I got that from Tiana Taylor album. But it is the best love. Like, you can't find that love within nobody else. So love yourself first. Feel like know your worth. Like, even murderers and scammers, they feel like they the best thing who's walking. So if they feel like they the best things walking, and you just a normal citizen doing your everyday thing, you should feel the same way. Like, I basically just put on eyelashes and a little bit of coral lipstick to match the eye, and I think it came out really cute. I know I recorded a video not too long ago and I really did not like how it came out, so I didn't even post it, but this is cute. Like, but thanks guys for watching my video. If you have any questions about anything that I used or anything that I didn't mention clearly enough in this video, comments that you want to say about my list, just let me know in the comments down below and we can talk about it. And until next time, guys, bye.